Hello everyone, Kenty Tiger here with Bengali Engineering and Play. We are back in the Last Caretaker. Currently in demo version, but it will release on the 6th of November, so about 8 days from now, at least 8 days from when I'm recording here. So I'm excited to say I can barely wait. So definitely had a lot of fun with this game. So let's get onwards. So I did the game save here, recharged myself, and so now we're just going to do some more cleaning, some more organizing, and get the shelf back in here. So unfortunately, whatever it was that blew up, not sure. Nope, might have been the computers. Not entirely sure what that was. All right, so I think I could. Yep. So as long as this clears, then all good to go. So on the plus side here, so that the one chair that I really wanted is the can't have it, unfortunately. All right, so we're gonna grab the sleeping bag here. We're gonna pitch that over there, and okay, so there's these guys here. Pitch that down there. We're gonna pitch that down there also. I guess this doesn't matter. I can actually leave that there. All right. So at this point, it's literally just cleaning stuff up, and I can possibly haul I can put the table in here. And I don't remember if I have one of these up front. All right, so I'm gonna. All right, I gotta redo this philosophy. Quite the way I was intending on doing this, but I'm gonna have to move the chairs because I can't get into the controls there. All right, I don't think I'm gonna need this, but Alright, I think that is the last of the stuff. I don't really think there's a whole lot more stuff to come out. I don't know of anything. So we'll go ahead and drop that there. Sparking chairs. Alright, so we'll pick this guy up just because. I'm gonna actually put this over here out of the way just because it's in the corner. All right, so at this point it's really just continuing the cleanup. I will have to come back for these. So we'll go ahead and I'm gonna leave these here for the moment. We'll go ahead and do a bit more dismantling just to play. So it actually goes pretty fast. I'll call them smaller things, but the ones that don't cost as much electricity go by pretty quickly, so 2 seconds. The downside is that all of these large crates. I did a playthrough where I literally loaded all of these things onto the elevator and hauled them up to the top. That was painful. Because ultimately I'm, hauling everything to the closest recycler, which happens to be on that level when you come in. So definitely painful hauling this stuff. That was my second playthrough, and I really hadn't discovered how to I didn't realize you had to actually build your, well, you're not really building, but selecting your grinder. So, all the learning experiences go through learning a new game. So if you didn't realize, that's Jack's voice. So this is voiceover. The original demo had a couple British folks in it. Actually kind of neat. I rather appreciate the British accent. Chargy. Evolution again. So Q. That's a lot of stuff. Seeds grown, pods made, power restored, all must be stored. Caretaker shutdowns are expected. so that's pretty much, I think, everything here. Nothing in here. So let's go ahead and heal just for the sake of healing. We're going to charge. Shut that off. Let's go ahead and charge. We'll do a save. Now that we've pretty much cleaned up. Good place to save. Enter. Alright. As we used to say in the military, we'll do the final walkthrough. So I don't see anything in the hallway here. Nothing. My torch. Nothing. Okay, we are all clear. Okay, I think I turned off all the lights. You can't turn the lights off in this area because of that. These lights are off. We will turn these lights off just because. Alright. It's being a little fanatical here. Okay, and we have to come back for those. Make sure we cleared everything out of here. That's all free. That's all free. That's all clear. Next, I think it's all clear. Yep. Alright, time to ride the elevator up. No idea why that went sideways like that. Right. I have no idea if that would crush this place through. Right, well, that was interesting. Okay, you might recall, alright, so we're up here at the top, so you might recall I said we can actually throw the chairs across, so we'll go ahead and do that. Things move. Oh, I did have a table. I had that table there. Oh well, I wasn't sure. So I do need one more diamond plate and one more formica, but there's that formica table there. Or I'm calling it formica. Formica is actually a brand. Some people don't know that. Alright, so the tables are over there, but we're gonna grab these. Pitch these across. And we have to be careful with these because they do that phasing thing. And so sometimes it's a little wonky. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and angle a little bit. Hopefully that won't. Good. Make it. All right. Last shelf. Oop. Aim for the chairs, or aim for crates, yes. Good. No fade. Outstanding. Alright, do a little bit of cleanup here, which is really to say we're going to move, I don't think, yeah. And I can actually grind this one down, because I do have that one out there on the catwalk. Alright, so we're just gonna set these off to the side. These guys can come off to the side as well. There's a method to the madness. Because those things are painful. Of course. Of course it would. Alright, and I've only got those couple of things, so we will charge, and then we'll go back down, get all of our stuff, or actually we'll load up the 2 rest frames onto the elevator here, and then grab our stuff, and then come up. Alright, down we go. Just looked like things had exploded there for a second, but didn't. All right. problem with moving too fast is your control over these things is a little weird. All right. Pick up everything. I think this room is clear. Can't do anything with the lockers. Alright, let's recharge. We'll do a save. And then pick up our stuff and go up. And then we are done down here. All right, that looks like everything. Maybe one more piece. All right. So one of the things I mentioned earlier was that if we're never coming back here, there's not really any reason to string power all the way down here, other than, you know, basically using it to clean up your stuff. Okay, this is another thing. There we go. So in the early access game, I probably would not do this. So again, this is just for illustration. But what I would do is go and dismantle the battery, reel up all the cable, dismantle the extenders, and off I go. So, you know, there wouldn't necessarily be anything. We did the save already. All right, so now it's ride the elevator up. I've got the lights off here. Not really any reason. Now that battery is charged, so it's actually drawing a little bit of energy from that battery. So now everything is fully charged, which is actually kind of cool. All right, up we go. So it doesn't really matter what we carry first. It's now literally the carrying of all this stuff. Now, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is shift the boat over to this side. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that there. Sorry, I changed my mind. I'm going to drop this down here because this one is like 2 meters bigger, longer, wider, however we want to look at that. Alright, I'm walking over this way anyway, so I mean, reasonably I should have carried the crate over here. Stop here at this corner. I'm going to pitch this onto the boat. Good. Didn't carry it forward. All right. Yeah, that was a little frightening. Okay. there's no real differential here of going either onto the boat or into the recycler in here, but I'm going to go ahead and go in here. Yeah, that's not wonky. I really truly wish you could pick up these batteries and put them on the ship. I will probably build like 5 or 6 batteries on the ship. Alright, all the scrap. Deposit. Now, I'm not sure how we built the box and didn't use a display screen. Save that, but allegedly you get back everything that you put into it with those parts and stuff. I don't know if that's true. So you can see I used a little 130 of these guys to get all the way down there. Alright, so that's going around a little while. We'll let that continue. That's obviously going to run for quite a while. So we'll walk down the ship. We can jump off even though we're way over encumbered and we won't really take any damage. I don't know why that is, but so we're going to do the safe thing, if there is such a thing as safe, and head down and just walk onto the ship, and then we'll deposit all this stuff. And then we're going to do a little exploring, because I want to show you some of the other kind of secret things, I guess, or hidden things, I guess would be the more appropriate term. Now, I could have just as easily walked on here, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and grab this beam. Just because. Sideways. Let's get stuff put in over here. So this is plastic. So I'm going to do the deposit similar, which is basically whatever is here, it's going to try and deposit more. Okay, so this is probably right there already. Let's see what's in here. This is so we'll do the deposit similar there too. Okay, so we have 5 full over here, and whoa, we're way off. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that, and there's plastic there. We took all of that, gold 15, can't really do that, and 28, so that one is nearly full. What is this one doing? That's all plastic, so let's put a little bit of polyethylene there, and then we'll do what remains. units here. So this and this. All right. So we're pretty much 5 and almost 5. So we're trying to keep starboard side and port side fairly even. I don't know if that will actually happen or not. And again, it was just the once that really things went wonky, and I never recovered that. It ended up being a dead game. On the plus side, it was the earlier demo, and you couldn't do anything with those. So once they updated to the newer demo, your older save games wouldn't work. That was in fact when you couldn't actually save at whim, which kind of is no fun. All right, so ultimately those are going to go over there, but for now, that was there. All right. So we've got all of those materials up there, but I did want to go on up to the roof and finish up there. So basically we're going totally decentralized and using the boat here as our central. So we have cleaned up everything over there. So basically everything we want is up here now. So it's just a short carry out to the catwalk, but we are going to move the boat. So in the interim, I want to. Oh, I said we're gonna. Let's go ahead and do this one. So of course, clean up. All right, these guys, nasty little bugs. So pink blobs. Probably more. Now the pink ones are attracted to the light, so the fact I have my torch on, they want to come to me. So, for what that's worth. All fabrics. Plastics. Plastic. Stuff. So another teddy bear and drawings. So both of those are independent memories. All right. So batteries, stuff, gold, drawings, teddy bear. So because pack rat, I want all these. Again, I wish you could. So, let's go to tab. So, the scarf, there's a story behind the scarf. So, pay attention to that. I didn't notice he's got one orange kneecap and one white kneecap. That's kind of interesting. Didn't see that before. So, this is where the scarf came from. So, because the teddy bear had it. Alright, so pick this up, control, we'll have you crouch to get into here. We'll go all the way. Now this is a little tedious because we're going all the way out. Yes, I'm going back for the sleeping bags. So all of these things, I'll use all a bit loosely, but really all of these things lead to loot of some kind. Most lead to memories of some kind. Okay, grab these in the center. because otherwise you step on them and then you drag and it just is, it's painful. So grab it in the center and then walk normal. Last one. And of course, if you weren't pack ratting, then you'd just grind all these down in here. You wouldn't have to worry about anything. Grind the table, grind the two sleeping bags. So, but again, because I'm carrying everything out. So that was a walk forward and control, so you crouch and can get into the duct again. There's me walking on. All right. Phase through the floor. Alright. We'll eventually organize our ship. Yes, indeed. Alright. Alright. Now I'm going to do, while I'm up here, okay, so all of this is organized. We're going to leave that for now. We actually can't leave this because you can't fit this through the door. Ooh. Interesting. Crap. Because of course it did. Ow. Couldn't do that again if I tried. Some of the reflections in the game are actually pretty good. You can see the reflection in the water right here. It's kind of strange, but wonky physics there. It down there too. We're going to leave those there for now. They may do weird things because, you know, there's a lot of things that are behaving strangely. Alright, back up. We did that one. So we have this one now to go. Alright, There's a beam here, and there's another beam in the back. And then if we go this way, we got stuff. So there's a couple batteries, a couple things to loot. In this case, there's a beam here, there's some plastic there. Now, we're back to the grab a small battery or the beam. Okay, loot small battery. That we just want that to go into our inventory so we can carry it around. Loot small battery, there we go. Alright, this is a little difficult to get out of here, so I'm just going to grind it right here. To that one. Alright, battery. Those medium batteries are really nice, but they are extremely limited. So you get those in here, for example. Alright, so here's my blue, and there's an orange over here. So we're carrying all this out. Here's more memories. Battery. Alright. Another, we'll go ahead and grab that. Just carrying that off. So, interesting. Here's your water. So, hell of a view down here, that's for sure. Okay. This is another, I'm going to put that right here. Exploding duffel bags. Right. Alright. So ultimately we're trying to get these up. Wow. I couldn't do that again if I tried. Okay, just because I have not been having a good time with any of this stuff, just gonna get it out of here. Alright, so this one is mostly the same. So there's, you know, strange interactions. Alright, so that cleared out the lower level. Then we're gonna run up this as a ramp. And we're gonna do the jumpy. Sorry. That was not as planned. Everything else we can grind. So, if I have enough power here, I might have to do another battery. right, so that's two kind of hidden areas, and we picked up those things. So let's look here. So we picked up this guy, a stopwatch. We picked up the love letters. So these are all memories. And again, these all, so we literally went into two different places and picked up 4 memories. So the memories are everywhere, but these ultimately are things that you're going to need. So there's the other one. So literally two places and 4 memories. So they're not all like that. All right, these are going on to the ship, boat. These crazy interactions with things. Good. I thought that was just going to flip backwards because Murphy's Law. Alright, so we got a couple things here. So let's go ahead, we'll take this in, throw it into the machiney. This one, that was the 2 out of the inside there. We've got a shit ton here of materials. Some leftovers from it was just too stuffed. All right, go ahead and shut this off. Very encumbered again. Now, if you look at the posters, this is kind of a thing that they revealed the other day. You notice there's lights behind them. So when you turn them on, and if you get really close, you can see they're pixeled. So they're pixels. And you can break them. For what that's worth. And no, you don't get any points for that. But it's very satisfying. Alright, so just to demonstrate that you can actually just step off into your boat. And take a little damage again. Eventually, yes, we will clean up the boat. Alright, so let's go ahead and get more stuff here. Now, I'm not being terribly organized in terms of, getting all the stuff. There's iron and copper, gold. Do we have any gold? No, what else do we have here? We'll put titanium and carbon fiber. So carbon fiber and titanium are really rare. There is not hardly any of these particular things. So we'll go ahead and put this rubber in here. I just want to fill this up. Glass. There we go. All right. So that one's full. That's 5. We've got 5 on the other side. So we'll go ahead and start getting this one in. Aluminum, fabric, and plastic. So not a whole lot there, but going up. All right, so we have those 2, power, so small batteries. But in the meantime, that was back here. we have, I have all the memorabilia is in this box back here, so we'll go ahead and get that in there. Art, and the stopwatch, and just because I don't have a different place to put it, which I suppose I could actually put that into this box, because I do have another box back here. So we're going to go ahead and put these kinds of things back here, and then I have, of course, a whole bunch more scrap that is going to go in here. So I got to turn this on anyway, so we'll go ahead and do that. Deposit all trash, so we'll let that do its thing. We're going to grab the mattress here, we'll get that put into the bed. So I put one mattress, one orange mattress here, and then the blue mattress goes in where the room is upstairs, where the health and save. Alright, lined up. Alright, we're going to carry one of these things, the sleeping bags, in here, and then the other sleeping bag will go to the bow, which is where the other orange mattress will go. That's about as good as it's going to get. Okay. This one's going to go to the bow, so I'm just going to go ahead and carry it up there. Because why not? So I can't walk up the damn stairs. Can't see anything. Alright. I suppose just because, so I can unload these two guys. So this is a right-click drop, escape to get out of the tab, and then we're just going to put those over here. Now, I did lose one of the chairs, of course, so we're gonna strange things. so we've got our 3 diesel canisters there, our electric things here. All right, we'll go ahead and power, get ourselves charged up. We'll do the quick heal, and then we'll do a save. Alright, so clearly that's something weird. Alright, let's I'm not sure why it did that. That was a little strange. Alright, got just a few more minutes here, so we got stuff back there. I think we are reasonably done down here. We're going to grab the last of this stuff that was still refining, recycling. Oh, I did get it all. Okay, never mind. Alright, so we'll go up here. We're going to do 2 things up here. Ultimately, we're going to open the doors, so this is kind of cool.
Check propulsion at the start of every cycle. Engines must be online and properly fueled. May adjust cylinder count and type for the mission, but do not delay repairs. Faults left unattended will end the route.
All right. So, hangar door.
Reliable, but only at permanent sites. Secure clean duct. Work plan. Power line or transfer. Loaded storage for resources and cryo cargo.
And one of the things I discovered, if you are moored to the pier, in other words, using your mooring lines, you cannot close the ship. It will start down and then go right back up. It will not close until you anchor. For what that's worth. They may change that in the game, I don't know. Alright, we're going to go over here to this ladder, which, if you remember, goes up to the roof. So the first time you get to the roof, you actually drop this ladder. Alright, and then we're on the roof. So we're going to do 2 things. We're going to grab this chair. Drop. And we're going to grab this other chair. And I think that's where we're going to stop, because I'm right at an hour. And I tend to, if I really get going on something, I tend to go way over, which, oops, sorry about that. So it was sunshiny, and then all of a sudden, raining. How's that for a weather change? This must be close to Florida. Alright, so we'll peek out here, and I think we'll call it good here. So, this is Kenty Tiger signing off. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.